What is the change that you want to see? What is the change that you want to invest in? What is the change that you want to sow into and therefore reap the benefits, the perks, the joys, the pleasures of that reaping, of that sowing, of that investment? What is it? Because I'm starting to see for myself, and I'm excited to share with you that when you are the change that you want to see, when you sow into, invest in the change that you want to see, it becomes your reality. One of the biggest things that I've always wanted to see change was the perception of fathers, of dads. And I'm starting to see that because I am the change. I am not like what people perceive most fathers to be, that it has become a reality out here in the world. I'm a father that enjoys many things. I don't just go out here, I'm not just out here making money and putting food on the table, providing clothes, providing money for us to take vacations and this and that. Every day is a vacation, as a matter of fact. But that's a whole other story. But what I'm saying is this. I'm not just a money maker. No, I cook. I do my daughter's hair. I clean. I don't do a lot of cleaning, but I do clean. I read. I do what it is that's in my heart. What I'm saying is this. A dad's love is an involved love. It is not just a male presence. I'll say that again. A dad's love is not just a providing love. Well, it depends on how you look at providing. I provide love in the form of affection, teaching, cooking, cleaning, whatever it is that's inside of me that I want to let out and release to my children. That is a part of a dad's love in my world, is what I'm saying. So, I was at the park one day. I was taking my children to feed the ducks. Feed the ducks some sunflower seeds, some raw sunflower seeds. And I put emphasis on that because we have to stop giving these ducks, these animals, this processed bread that is not even good for us. It contains dairy and a whole lot of processed ingredients that we don't need and the ducks don't need. So I say that to say I don't know why the ducks are eating it, and I don't know why humans are eating it. So take some seeds to the ducks and throw them in the pond, throw them in the water, throw them on the ground for them to eat, and contribute to something healthy and something natural. Okay? So anyway, back on the topic at hand. I was at the park taking my children to feed the ducks some sunflower seeds. And there was a guy out there, shout out to you, Tyler. There was a guy out there, which I've learned since then is a single father out there with his son. And he saw me out there with my 3 children. He took the time that he was spending with his son. He took time away from that, not necessarily away from that, but he paused for a minute, came to me and said, I'd like to, if it's cool, I would like to take pictures of you and your children. And he did. It was a very special moment in my life because not only did I meet a very kind soul that was generous with his time, but I met a man that was a single father, a loving father, and valued another loving father. And that's what it's all about. It's about us, those of us that are like-minded and wanting to bring change or bring awareness to the truth to this world uniting together. Because when we are united together, that we are unbreakable and we are unstoppable. When we are united, we come to realize that we have those that pass around toxic energy, that pass around the norms that were created for us, the box that was created for us, that those people living in the box created by whomever or whatever, we have those people outnumbered. That's why so much work and so much energy is put into keeping you in that box. It takes work, it takes time, it takes effort to put what's out there on the media. It's a television. It is not a television, it's a television. It tells lies to your vision. It plants things in your subconscious so that when you reflect on things, or when you need to refer to something, you refer to that which is shown to you in that little bitty box called the TV. Even if you got a big screen, it's still a little bitty box in this big, broad world, this wonderful universe that we are fortunate to be in. So when we, the type of people like myself, like Brother Tyler, like so many people that I've crossed paths with, when we unite, we come to realize that we have all the foolishness outnumbered. So if you are one of those people who have always been different, have always been ridiculous, made fun of, talked about, but yet you still remain who you are and true to yourself and true to the goodness of this universe, of this world, it's time for you to speak up, and it's time for you to make yourself known so that we can connect, and we will change the world together instead of individually. This is the year, this is the time for unity. Everybody's complaining about 2020, but everything that has been put in motion, everything that is happening is enabling the growth and putting some light to the awareness, the truth, not the lies that have been told to us, not just through the television, but through organizations that we attend. So I've always wanted to be that kind of change, and I might not even need to be using the word change. I need to be using the word awareness, bringing awareness, because I've never had to change into the person that I am. I've always been this person naturally, and in my heart, I've always wanted fathers, good dads, to have equal appreciation and acknowledgement as women, because women get appreciation and acknowledgement no matter how toxic they are. They get this credit because they carry a baby physically in the womb for 9 months and give birth to it. And that is wonderful. That is a beautiful thing. That is one thing that as a man I cannot understand fully, because I don't have the anatomy for that. So why should I be punished for that? Why should I not be appreciated and loved and given credibility just because I'm not the one physically carrying the child? There's a whole lot more that I carry that a woman does not carry. And only a man can understand that. So I've always wanted to bring that awareness that there are fathers out there, dads out there that love their children unconditionally. There is nothing like a dad's love. You cannot, I'm not a competitive person. I don't do that. I don't compete with nobody. That's a waste of time and energy to me. However, I will say this. You won't beat me at my love for my children. There's not a soul in this universe that can beat me at my love for my children. that I'll put myself up against any woman, any man, any soul out there. You won't beat me at my love for my children. And I am a male, I am a man, I am a soul that loves his children from his heart. So I'm starting to see other people fighting for the rights of fathers, good dads, because the court system is always in favor of women, no matter how toxic they are. And there's a lot of toxic women out there that use their children as instruments to hurt the father of the children. So my message to the dads out there is, if you truly love your children, stop accepting what they say is normal out here. Be involved. Don't just be a person that they say you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to be a provider. You're supposed to be a provider. Provision is more than just monetary. It's not just monetary, man. When you hug your children, you kiss on your children, when you share stories with your children, when you teach them things, guiding them, all of that is provision. All of that is provision, and that you are responsible for that. If all you are doing is making money and handing it over to a woman so that she can navigate through that money and choose how that money is going to be applied, then you're part of the problem. You're making us all look bad. You're making us all look spineless and mindless and like we're good for nothing else. You got to be better than that. You have to be involved in your children's life. You have to be more than just a male presence. A male presence is just a male presence, but a dad is another thing. So I am bringing awareness to the truth. And the truth is, there are a lot of good men out there. There are wonderful fathers out here. I'm one of them. And I'm making connections with others that are like that. So, getting back on the subject at hand here, be the enlightenment that you want to see in the world. So we're going to change the title. It's not be the change you want to see. Be the enlightenment that you want to see in the world. And it will become your reality. Okay? So that's one thing that I've always wanted to enlighten the world about. Good men, good dads. The truth of the matter is, a mother's love is not the best love. A father's love is just as beautiful and just as valuable. It's not a competition. It's not a war between the sexes. It's about unity. Bring that together and see how powerful that is when a child has two loving parents, whether they are together or not. Okay? So moving on to the next topic, well, not the next topic, but another thing that I want to enlighten the world about is breaking the stereotypes, man. Breaking these dumb-ass, weak-ass stereotypes. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. A soul is a soul. When you cross paths with a person and you are looking at how they look and you are assuming things about not only their personality, but assuming that you know automatically how they perceive you based off of your appearance, then you're a part of the problem. Yes, I can see color. I can see when somebody's brown, light, tan, whatever. You know, I can see all that. But when I approach a person, unless that person has already shown me that they are brainwashed and shallow-minded and weak-minded and ignorant and stupid enough to judge a person by their appearance, then it's all fair game. All I'm doing is approaching a person, and I'm a soul, a person approaching another soul. Has nothing to do with the color. So it's not that I can't see color. It's just that color means nothing to me when I'm approaching a person. And if it means something to that person, that is that person's problem. I'm still going to be who I am. You can't put me in a box. I've had people say that they thought all kind of things about me. Oh man, I thought you was this type of dude. I thought you rolled like this. I thought you did that. I thought you did. I mean, based off of how I look alone and probably how I sound. But that is so dumb. Scratch the surface, man. Stop being so damn shallow. Stop being so controlled and so, oh, it is what it is based off of, I call it how I see it. Scratch the surface, man. You don't know nothing until you scratch the surface. Because what you find under that may be something very, very beautiful. And nine times out of 10, it is. You know, we can relate to everybody in some kind of way. But we just been taught to hate each other, not just to hate each other, but to hate ourselves. And that makes a very, very sad atmosphere. But it's people like myself and people like I've been crossing paths with to show you all and show ourselves in the process that this world is indeed beautiful, like we've always known it to be on the inside. So, if you want to see the world enlightened about what you know in your heart and in your soul, then you have to stop being quiet and you have to stop being still. You have to get to moving and you have to start speaking up in whatever shape, form, or fashion that you feel happy about. Because I'm not going to say comfortable, because comfort will keep you stagnant. But whatever makes you happy, share that way, teach that way, show that way, speak that way. Okay? You have to be the enlightenment if you want to see the enlightenment. It is one of the most essential tools of the law of attraction, is being what you want to attract to yourself. That is very important. Very important. Okay? So, if you want to see what I've spoken on two different types of things here. I've spoken about fathers. I've spoken about souls and appearances. I'm here to shed enlightenment on those two things, amongst many other things. But I'm just talking about those two today. But if you want to see the world enlightened about something, then you have to be that. It starts with you. Starts with the person that you're looking at in the mirror. And then it will be a ripple effect. It will be contagious. Those ripples will connect with other ripples. I'm a ripple. I am a ripple. So when your ripple reaches me, boom, we are united. And we are unstoppable and we are unbreakable. So be what it is that you want to see. Be the enlightenment that you want to see. Because it doesn't take change if it comes natural to you. If it comes natural to who you are, then that makes it even more better, because you're going to enjoy doing it. What it is that so many people out here are forcing themselves to do something to impress other people, or to do something that somebody said that they should do, or they're out here doing stuff that they think other people want to see them doing, is what I'm saying. And that makes it unnatural, and that makes it result in failure, because it's not coming from your heart. It's not coming from your soul. It's coming from your perception of other people, and it has to come from you. It has to come from your heart and your soul. So keep that in mind when you take these steps to be the enlightenment that you want to see. Consider those things. It comes from you. It comes from not from other people. Now, somebody can come and remind you of who you are, and it could be like a boop, light bulb moment. Cool. flow with that. Sometimes we need a reminder. But for somebody to tell you and it does not resonate with you on the inside, then that's not what you need to be doing. Flow from the heart, and we will unite together, and we will show the world, and we will enlighten the world on the fact that we have the killers, the brainwashed, the contributors to negativity and low vibrations. We have them all outnumbered, and we can do this. This is the one thing that we have never done before. All people of all kinds uniting together. All kinds meaning the ones who want to be of high vibration in this universe, that cares and values life, all kinds of life, not just human life. Now, if you're just valuing the life of one type of being, and especially one type of race, then you're way behind. You're way behind, and you got some catching up to do, because all life is valuable. And that is the enlightenment that I want to see in the world. I want to see more people enlightened on that truth, on that fact, that all life is valuable. And I'm telling you, as a praise report, as some might call it, that when you are the enlightenment that you want to see, it becomes your reality. I am crossing paths with some amazing people, making some connections with amazing people, and it is tripping me out. And I just want to go further. I get second win after second win after second win. At this point, I don't know how many wins I've gotten, but I'm just going to keep on going. I'm just going to keep on flowing with it and take my vibration as high as possible. There are no limitations except for the ones that you create for yourself. And I am creating none for myself. So much love to you all. I hope this helps. I hope it enlightens you. I hope it lifts you and takes you to a place that you've never been before. Stay united. Much love.